Yeah. It's interesting.
Entonces van junto ellos, ¿no?
The public-private sector partnership, Mauritius case. In Mauritius, the private sector is the primary driver of the economy, but it operates within a framework heavily guided and supported by the public sector. Mauritius is often cited as a prime example of a public-private partnership, PPP, model, where the two sectors are deeply intertwined. One, the private sector, the engine. The private sector is responsible for the vast majority of wealth creation, employment, and innovation. Employment, over 75% of the workforce is employed by private enterprises. Sector dominance, the private sector leads the most productive areas of the economy. Tourism, luxury hotels and tour operators are almost entirely privately owned. Financial services, banks, like MCB and SBM, and management companies drive the global business sector. ICT/BPO, tech firms and call centers are private-led growth areas. Manufacturing/export, textiles and sugar, now diversified into cane industry, remain private strongholds. Investment, the majority of foreign direct investment, FDI, flows into private real estate and financial projects. To the public sector, the enabler. The government doesn't just tax and spend, it acts as the architect of the economic environment. Infrastructure, the public sector builds the bones of the economy, the Metro Express, port expansions, and fiber optic connectivity. Policy and incentives, through agencies like the Economic Development Board, EDB, the government creates the ease of doing business environment that attracts investors. Safety net and education, the state provides free healthcare and education, which ensures a healthy, literate workforce for private companies to hire. Parastatals, the government still controls essential services like electricity, CEB, water, CWA, and Air Mauritius, which are vital for the private sector to function. Comparison, who does what? Feature. Private sector. Public sector. Primary goal. Profit, growth, innovation. Stability, welfare, regulation. Contribution to GDP. High, 70-80%. Moderate, 20-30%. Risk-taking. High, investing in new markets. Low, focus on security and service. Main tools. Capital, entrepreneurship. Laws, infrastructure, incentives. The Mauritian miracle secret sauce. The reason Mauritius transitioned from a sugar island to a high-income economy, briefly, wasn't just because of one sector. It was the institutionalized dialogue. Organizations like Business Mauritius, representing the private sector, meet regularly with government ministers to co-design budgets and economic policies. When the economy faces a crisis, like the 2020 pandemic or the recent 2025 CPI drop, both sectors usually collaborate on the recovery strategy. The current challenge. While the private sector drives growth, there is currently a debate about crowding out. Some economists argue that if the public sector borrows too much or intervenes too heavily in the labor market through rapid minimum wage increases, it may inadvertently slow down the private sector engine.